Wait, why am I here?
You need to tell a story about yourself.
Wait, you want me to tell a story about myself?
Yeah, any story you'd like to.
Alright, yeah, give me a little bit to think of a story to tell.
Sounds good for me.
Okay, so I came up with a story. Okay, I didn't come up with it. This is a true story that happened. This is a story of the time I went into a ditch for my first time ever. So let's go back to November 15, which was about a month ago, almost 2 months ago. And I remember this day because it was mine and my girlfriend's 11-month anniversary. So that night we went to Uccello's. I remember we had some food. Good thing about that is our food actually dropped, so we got the food taken off our bill, so it was less expensive. So that was a plus for us. And after that night, it was kind of snowing a bit. Like, it just started snowing. And she lives all the way out, not in the city or around here in Dillon. She lives out by Drent and past that, so off of like 144th. So we're driving back to her house, and I got to her house safely. I stayed there for a little bit because I wanted to hang out with her family and her dog and just, talk with them. It's nothing bad to hang out at your girlfriend's house like when you're done having a long day and yeah, you just want to relax. And it was around 11 o'clock, and this is a school night, okay? So it was Thursday, November 15 on a school night, and we had school the next day. So I was getting ready to go home. It was around 11 o'clock. I know 11's a late time to leave. So I said my goodbye. I told her that I was going to text her when I got home, because that's what we always do. Whenever we get home, we always text the other person that we're home safe. So it was just snowing a little bit, and there I guess it rained a little bit too, so the roads were not the best condition. So I was leaving her house. I walked down her driveway to my car, and I got in my car, started it. It was kind of cold, so I didn't really mind it. I had a coat and everything, but it was cold. I remember it was snowing too. Like, it was a lot of snow. It was kind of the first snowfall of the year. So I really liked it. I enjoyed it. And as I was turning out of her subdivision, I was listening to my music, and I was just driving, and not even like 2 minutes, 3 minutes after I got down the street, I hit this little gravel patch on the side of the road with ice or something. I just slid, and it was like really slow at first. So it was really slow. I wasn't going fast at all because I take my time when it's icy and snowy out. So I wasn't going fast. I was probably going like 35 miles per hour, and the speed limit's like 55. And there was no cars. It was out in the country. So anyways, I was driving, and I hit this gravel patch or patch of sand or whatever it is you want to say. It was ice, okay? And my car started rotating or fishtailing. It went left, and then it went right, and then it went left again, and I did a full 180, and I went to the other side of the road and into a ditch. Now, like, it wasn't a big impact where I got my car damaged. There was no dents or anything. It was just into like a little cornfield and a little ditch. I couldn't drive out of the ditch, so I had to call my girlfriend and her family and tell them that I was stuck. So as I was in the ditch, I called her parents. I called her. I told my parents I was gonna be late because I got into a ditch, and they asked if I was okay. I was okay. Nothing bad happened. It was just a little slide into a ditch. So I was waiting for my girlfriend and her stepdad to come, and eventually they did come. And it did take a while for me to get out of the ditch, but the thing is, the reason why I got into the ditch the second time was because as he was pulling me out, and I eventually got out onto the road, I did not have my brakes on. I didn't put my brakes on. Like, I guess I was so excited to get out of the ditch that I didn't process that I had to like step on the brake to stop and not keep going backwards. So as he pulled me out, I went over the road, and then I didn't hit the brakes, so I slid into the other side of the road inside the other ditch. Eventually I got pulled out. I stepped on the brake this time, and the rest of the way I followed my girlfriend's stepdad to my house because he wanted to make sure I got home safely, so thank you for that. And yeah, that's pretty much my story of how I got into the ditch, not once but twice in the same night on a school night, and I went to bed around 12:30, maybe 1 o'clock. I didn't get home for a while.